Namaste, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. I'm Anand Narasimhan, and we are going to stay on top of the story that we first highlighted here at CNN News 18. The grooming gangs in Bharat, similar to that in the United Kingdom, and are they now a pan-India operation? Uttar Pradesh being the first to crack down on such gangs. Let's go straight across to Sri Amitabh Yash, ADG Law and Order, Uttar Pradesh. He also heads the Special Task Force in Uttar Pradesh. Namaste, Amitabh ji. Thank you for your time. And we speak again in the span of 3 or 4 days, but there is more that's now come to the fore. So if you could take our viewers through the latest, where now the ATS and the ED is also getting into the operations of Changur Baba and some of his grooming activities.
We had informed the press earlier that this gentleman named Changur Baba alias Jamaluddin, who posed as Haji Pir Jalaluddin, had made a base at Uttaraula in district Balrampur. He was carrying out his conversion activities, illegal activities from that base. He had a set of agents whom he used to convert the people using different kinds of methods, which included use of money, sometimes honey traps, and also pressure generated from using the administrative machinery. So when the STF inquired about it, they found that this gang had about 40 accounts which they were operating for receiving money from abroad, mostly Middle East countries. And they had received huge sums of money, which they used not only for conversions, for also acquiring property around, property in Balrampur, Uttaraula, and also other places. A property worth around 16 crores has come to light during investigations, is in Pune. The activities of the group and their financial transactions are being monitored. The investigation is on. The kingpin has been arrested, and today he has been taken on a police custody remand for further interrogation. The interrogation is likely to yield their entire nexus, the money trail, the other places where they have built a property, and the entire roots of this organization.
Amitabh ji, we see bulldozer action in Balrampur on his property, where over 3 bighas of land, he's built a huge palace there. That's been brought down, razed to rubble. But they were operating for nearly a decade and a half. How were they able to fly under the radar and amass so much?
The audio is not very clear, but I'll try to reply from what I have understood. The property that is illegal would either be confiscated or be demolished according to the laws of the land, and that is a process that has already started. We are in the process of identifying other such properties which may be confiscated under the law.
Amitabh ji, the follow-up question was that they have been operating reportedly for at least a decade and a half, nearly 15 years. How were they able to fly under the radar and conduct such massive operations that spread pan-Bharat?
The gentleman started off by selling rings, totems around the place. He managed to acquire an aura of a Pir Baba, and he had that aura, and he was quite respected around the place, even among the majority community. But when anybody tried to oppose him in any way, he used the administrative machinery, he used the courts to lodge cases against them, and they would get pressurized. It's not that it is for the first time that a case has been lodged against this group, but somehow he managed to evade the arms of the law.
Are they using social media platforms, also encrypted platforms, to groom, to radicalize? And is there more to it than just conversion?
Of course, there's more to it than just conversions. And a person sitting abroad would not invest such huge amounts for conversion only. That area is not very far from the Nepal border, and we have learned from other sources that there have been attempts to change the demography of that area. We will go into every aspect of this racket and try to uncover the names of all those. And some of course, have come forward, those who had been pressurized. And we are hopeful that what the wrongs he could manage in the last 15 years are not do not happen again.
Is there an ulterior motive of demographic realignment, a soft method or a soft toolkit towards Pan-Islam, Amitabh Yasji?
This has not been soft at all. All kinds of means have been used by this group, and the details that are coming out are quite filthy. The means that have been employed are for a larger goal. We are hopeful that we'll be able to stop these kind of activities. We also keeping a track of other groups which are doing it. There are groups which are employing social media, and there are attempts of radicalization as well for further use for jihadi activities.
Final two questions, Amitabh Yasji. I know you are pressed for time. One, were they targeting women of a particular caste or a denomination, religious denomination? Or did they have different rate cards?
They were targeting Hindus, that was for sure, in that area. That may be because there are no Christians in that area. But there were rate cards for different castes. That is something startling. The rate card for forward caste, so-called forward caste person, was something around 15 lakhs, whereas those belonging to scheduled caste fetched 8 to 9 lakhs.
My final question, are you aware of other gangs operating? Is there a possibility that this could be not just one or two, but more such operators?
There are other gangs that have come to light. We have been investigating, and those gangs, in those gangs, we have found evidences of far more nefarious activities. And work is underway. So when we uncover those details, we'll come back to you.
Amitabh Yasji, thank you for your time and thank you for speaking with us here at CNN News 18.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Namaste.